Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode, or probably I should say the final
Final.
episode,
Hmm.
okay, of IPL Tidbits for 2021. Welcome, boys, Manas and Shash.
Hey,
Hi.
Karthik.
All right, okay. So first of all, okay, I mean, I'm sure everybody has seen the match, so we'll just start with congratulating the Chennai Super Kings, okay, on their
Yes.
fourth IPL title. Okay, so it was a well-deserved title. So congratulations to all the CSK boys, okay, and the fans. And let's analyze what happened in the match because I'm sure it was a very interesting match. Manas, to start off with, Faf du Plessis innings. Okay, so he got a life when he was on two. Okay, I mean, it can't. I don't know whether you can call it as a life or
Yeah.
it was a uh,
Mm.
stumping chance. Okay, could have been tight. Okay, and then he comes up with this performance in playoffs, right, for CSK. I think for the last three times when CSK was in playoff, he's played crucial knocks. So how important was that knock, Manas?
Yeah, so in when you're playing finals, there will be a lot of pressure, and I think his experience. He's been playing for South Africa for such a long time, so I think that matters here, and that's
Mhm.
why he doesn't fall to such pressures. And he, along with Ruturaj, have been like the pillar of Chennai Super Kings. Even if one falls, the other one will always be there.
Mm.
And hardly anytime do you see that the winning team gets the orange cap as well. But here there were two contenders for the orange cap,
Yeah.
Faf and Ruturaj. So it shows how much of runs they have contributed to the team. And yesterday as well, I think, yeah, it was a lifeline for the batsman yesterday when DK missed it. So he added 60 runs with Gaikwad. He added 60 with Uthappa, and then again 60 with Moin.
Moeen Ali.
So
Yeah.
yeah, taking the score to 180, minimum 180. And that's what in final, if you have scored such a large total, obviously it puts the pressure on the opposite team, and they try to hit. And if they don't succeed, then they start fall into the pressure and failed to chase. So it was a very crucial knock yesterday
Mhm.
by Faf, and well deserved man of the match as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big final, and Faf du Plessis actually held the entire innings together, we should say. So, Shash, just to continue on that fact, is it crazy that he's not in the South African team?
Well, he's already taken that decision, right? About I think he retired a
No, no,
while.
no. He hasn't
Mm-hmm.
retired. He's still
Oh,
available
okay.
for South Africa, and they have not picked him.
Yeah, I mean, strange because considering the form that he's been in and the
Mm,
consistency that he has shown in this leg of the IPL,
mm,
they should have considered of having him. If not as an opener, at least some place in the team, like
mm,
either as one down or number three, because of the experience that he has and also the form that he has been in.
mm,
So I think that's
Especially in this format, isn't it? I mean, he's playing all around
excuse
the
me.
world. Okay, he's playing in the Caribbean League and all of that, and he's been performing well. So
Yeah.
crazy, but we know that's how South African selection policies sometimes
Adding to
work.
that, I think they have something against Faf because today they posted a post on their Instagram handle, South Africa Cricket, and they congratulated Lungi Engedi for winning the IPL.
Oh
And
my goodness.
He's not
And
even played any
uh,
part.
exactly.
and Imran Tahir probably.
No, he didn't even thank him. And
Uh,
Faf commented on it seriously. And Dale Steyn also commented that Imran and Faf are not yet retired. It's highly disrespectful that you're not even mentioning them,
Hmm.
disgusting and something. And then they removed the post.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's
So,
pathetic.
I mean, it's always, I mean, we know, like, they have this quota system and all of that, but
Hmm.
that's for
Yeah.
another day. Okay. Shash,
Yeah.
yes, Faf was the anchor, but I think two very important innings from Robin and Moeen Ali, right? I mean, the best
Yeah.
part was when Faf was slowing down towards the end, right? They kept the momentum going with all those sixes.
Yes, Robin Uthappa, it was almost like seeing him the vintage Robin, like I remember during the 2007 T20 World Cup, he
Mhm,
was initially known for his big hitting, that is
mhm,
what actually got him the place in the Indian team as well. And I think we saw shades of that yesterday because he was clearing the spinners quite easily. And, and what Moin Ali did was like after Uthappa got out, he made sure that the momentum did not stall.
mm,
He also came up with the big hits, and that is what helped CSK to post that big total. Any total above 170 in a knockout game is always going
It's
to put
high
pressure.
pressure.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
always going to put pressure, and that was there for everyone to see. KKR did get off to a very fine start, but then I think the familiar old problem of the middle order not contributing came to haunt them again, and then they just fell short by 25, 26 runs.
Yeah, exactly, Shash. Okay, so just to complete the CSK innings, Manas. Okay, so Uthappa actually took on the spinners because, like, traditionally in this leg, right, it's a KKR spinners who have stifled the opposition, right? He managed to hit a six of all the three spinners. So, do you think that was the turning point, the middle overs for CSK?
Yeah, usually like seeing the past performance of CSK, they have not been contributing much in the middle, and definitely they would have had a talk in the dressing room before the game, and Dhoni, right? He would have told something that, knowing the expertise of Robin Uthappa, he would have suggested him something. I assume. So maybe that's why he targeted the spinners, and yeah, well done, Taz, because the spinners could have well off taken the game away from CSK and restricted them below 190. So considering that, it was a crucial knock, but I do believe that CSK also has other players who could have done it for them as well. So it was a team effort. I feel.
All right. So CSK posted a really good score. Okay, 192 for three in a big
just
final.
to add to his thing, the confidence that Morgan has in his spinners can be seen where he's giving Varun Chakravarti the 19th over. You don't normally see, spinners bowling the death overs. But he had entrusted the responsibility towards him. But even then, yeah, CSK didn't manage to get to a very competitive total.
All right, because like the spinners have won a lot of matches for KKR, and that was probably the reason for Morgan's confidence. Okay, so 192 was a very good score, and at the break, CSK had the advantage, but it was a good pitch to bat on. So Shash, talk about the Dhoni drop of Venkatesh Iyer. Okay, and the way Venkatesh Iyer teed off after that. Okay, as if nothing had happened.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it did seem like quite a costly miss because it was not a very difficult catch. I think he just got his hands in the wrong position and was not able to complete the catch.
He went reverse cup as well for some reason.
For some reason, it's very unheard of Dhoni. You rather see him catch like this, like a crocodile, and quite a few times. But but talking about Venkatesh Iyer, I think he just continued his purple patch, you would say. Especially those sixes of the spinners. I think he took on Ravindra Jadeja with the ball coming in, as a left-arm spinner. So I think he did. He's just making his position a lot more, or let's say like he's hitting the door hard on the selectors, telling that I'm here. And I think he's also deserved. He's got a call up for being the net bowler or in the supporting fringe of players as well. So that shows, that they are considering him as well.
And who knows, the next thing that we might hear, like Hardik Pandya is not fully fit. Okay, and so I mean, that's how things come out, right?
That would be a dream come true for him.
For Venkatesh, that would be a dream story for him as well. Okay, but yeah, so one really important thing that I want to talk about to both of you is that ball hitting the Spidey cam, okay, and then declaring it as a dead ball. So what do you think, Manas? I mean, technology is a great thing, okay? I mean, it provides us great pictures and stuff, but is it okay if it actually affects the result of a game in such a crucial moment?
Yeah, so there are both pros and cons of the spider cam. Pros only being that you can see from a different angle when you're watching on TV. But the cons are definitely it can tilt the game in your favor, especially with the middle order that KKR have got. I know I'm repeating middle order way too much, but that's been a main concern for all the teams this time. So considering the middle order that they have, Shubman and Venkatesh are going to be really crucial. And if it had not hit the spider cam and Rayudu had taken the catch, definitely KKR wouldn't have gone even that far. That's what I think. You never know what would have happened otherwise. But since it can change the favor, like it can tilt the momentum towards the opposite side, I think it would be a better option if you position it some. I think they already position it looking at where it might not hit
no,
the
not
ball
the cam,
easily.
but the wire is always there. I mean, the cam, they move it off very fast and all of that, okay? But the wire is
even
always
the wire,
there.
I think they can lift it up and down, but
okay.
I don't think they can do it that swiftly as the ball comes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and that's a big headache for the person who is operating the wire. In that case, I mean, who knows? Probably the ball would have missed, and this guy would have actually taken it on. But Shash, imagine, right? I mean, what if it happens in a World Cup final? What if it happens with 6 runs leading of one ball? Okay, I mean, it's going to change the entire moods of two nations, right?
Yes, yeah, I mean, it is something that probably the ICC has to look after, because these type of things, because you're talking about a wicket here, and that is where decision, I mean, uh, some sort of a strong decision has to be taken, whether that needs to be there
Mm.
or what else can they do so that it doesn't have any effect on the game.
It's like a tree catch, isn't it? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Where we used to get, what's the rules? And tree and straight catch is out, right? In our
yeah,
gully cricket,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
a tree and one pitch is not out.
No, no, no.
Okay, yeah, that's how we play it, right? I mean, yeah, I
yeah,
mean, we were used to it. I mean, yeah, we heard stories, right? Where in England grounds there used to be a tree in the middle.
Hmm.
I remember
Okay.
one ground in South Africa or Zimbabwe, I think.
Uh-huh.
I think
There
it
was a
was
tree
in
in the middle.
East London. Yeah, not in the
Uh-huh.
middle, but somewhere near the boundary. I think it was the
Uh,
Buffalo Park. I'm not able to recollect because I
uh-huh.
remember watching it.
I
When
think
we were young.
2003 World Cup, if I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
right. Oh my
yeah.
God, yeah. I mean, yeah. So cricket is a game wherein like there are a lot of ambiguous rules. Okay, but I'm sure we can actually talk about it in a 3-hour video. Okay,
Yeah.
about that. But yeah, since it happened yesterday, we got to get this point. So after that, it was a procession. Okay, so I mean, the scoreline probably suggests it was like 25 runs, but in reality, it was much more than that. The match was pretty much over with
Over.
128 for 8. So once again, congratulations CSK on lifting the fourth title. So just to finish this off, Manas, you think I know it's an end of an era for a lot of teams with the big auction coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think particularly is it an end of an era for CSK because we may not see Dhoni, we may not see um, Jadeja, Bravo, Faf, everybody because they've been there for like 9-10 years, isn't it? Raina, for example, may not see them again in the
Yeah,
same team.
probably. Yeah, there was a heartbreak when CSK, I think, was banned for 2 years, and Raina and Dhoni were split earlier as well.
Hmm.
So, considering the form as well, I don't think they'll be picking some players, and it will definitely be a sad kind of a moment for the teams. But Dhoni has said that he will continue with CSK. I still haven't left behind, and so he will stick with the team. But some of them will be, some will have to leave, and that is the fun of IPL, right? Like one team, if they have all the consistent performers, then they'll go on winning, and that's why I think Mumbai and CSK have got a lot of trophies with them. I hope
Right.
some of them come to RCB and give their best.
All right, all right. Okay, so I know. I mean, last year he said definitely not.
Hmm.
Okay, this time he said I've not left the legacy yet. Okay, so we don't know like how it's going to pan out, and yeah, Dhoni
It's
and
just 5 more months, man. That's it
uh,
for the next season.
yeah, but 2 more months for the big auction. That's
Okay.
what I'm hearing, Shash. I think the big auction is coming up in December.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Okay,
is
and
it?
yes, the big auction is coming up in December, and
Okay.
before that, BCCA has to announce like whether you're
Mhm.
going to retain 2 players or 3 players. Okay,
I thought it's
so
generally done in Feb, right? Or that is like the yearly auctions.
no, that's the yearly auctions. Okay, but this is since it's the big auction, right? And people have to plan out things and all of stuff. So Shash, just to finish it off, lots to look forward to, right, with respect to IPL and the
Yeah.
T20 World Cup coming up.
Yes. Yes. A lot of exciting cricket, I would say, especially with the T20 World Cup coming up, or let's say it's already started, I would say, with
Tomorrow,
the
tomorrow officially.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the associate teams participating to, sort of get into playing along with the big boys. So yeah, I mean, interesting. Like, I think next Sunday will be a high profile game with India taking on Pakistan.
Oh my God.
So I think a lot
Already
of
I'm
people
seeing all
are,
the mocha mocha ads
uh,
and all of that. So yesterday I was just explaining it to my wife, no, because she's suddenly like over the last 1 year, like she started getting interest in cricket because of the IPL and
yeah,
stuff. I was explaining what is that ad all about and stuff. Okay.
okay. Yeah, I mean, just to continue with the IPL, I think Harshal Patel is someone who bagged a lot of awards, like being the most valuable player or, the purple cap. So I think
The
that
player
would
of
do
the
his
series.
confidence.
Yeah, he
Player,
was a
yeah.
uh,
So that would do his confidence a lot of good, and also being selected for the Indian net as a net bowler or
yes.
whatever, where he's going to be. I think an India call up might be not very far from him.
Yes.
Because I
Yeah.
think his hard work is certainly paying off. Yeah, and even Ruturaj Gaikwad as well. I think he was the orange cap holder, or was it Faf?
No,
No, no,
Ruturaj.
orange cap. Ruturaj.
Ruturaj got.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so we have some bright spots there in terms of like for Indian cricket, I would say,
Mm.
with the emergence of these players.
Mm.
And we also know about Venkatesh Iyer and
Yeah, we talked a
Padikkal
lot about.
as yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's going to be an interesting IPL next season, interesting auction with a lot
yeah.
of loyalties changing. I think it will take probably a couple of days for us to understand. Oh, okay, this guy's playing for this team. Okay, and to see. Yeah, so well done. So I think, but definitely we have to talk about it, right? KKR, I think wonderful campaign, right? I mean, from where they were to what
Yeah.
they ended up. I think even Dhoni acknowledged it. Shash, I think we have to really congratulate KKR as well.
Yes, definitely. Considering that they had, I would say, two halves of the IPL had different stories. In the first half they looked clueless. They didn't know like what they were going to do to win games. But I think in the second leg when they came to the UAE, they sort of knew like what brand of cricket they had to play. And I mean, no one expected them to make it to the finals. If you have to be very honest, because yeah, they had problems in the first leg, but then they sort of came up with new game plans, new players to counter different situations. And I think yeah, uh, unfortunate that the middle order was always a little wobbly, and that is what sort of cost them in the end.
Exactly. So that brings us to wrap of this match. And we have one more thing to do before we wrap up. Let's see who the winners are. Okay,
Yeah, a
who the
lot of
winner is.
entries.
But lot of entries for Faf du Plessis, the man of the match. So let's see who the winner is. All right, guys, here we go. It
Deepa
Deepa.
is
Saran.
Deepa Saran.
Yeah,
Okay. Congratulations, Deepa. Well done. Okay, so you are the winner of
final.
the final. Okay. And what's the plan, boys? So we are going to be back next week.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the World Cup.
All right, guys. So we'll be back for the World Cup. So we're not doing the qualifiers. Okay,
Yeah,
because like we're not sure who plays for Papua New Guinea and
we don't
Oman.
know. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, and stuff like yeah. So we'll be back with you next Saturday for the main matches of the World Cup.
yeah.
And I think it's going to be Australia versus South Africa to start with, I believe. Okay, that's going to be the first match. So
Yeah.
we'll meet you next Saturday with Gully Cricket for all the predictions and contests. So thank you so much for everyone for supporting us,
Participating.
for
Yeah,
participating, putting in all the comments. So keep that energy coming, and yeah,
we'll be
have fun,
back in a
guys.
week.
We'll be back in a week. Cheers, guys.